How's your audio?
Dude, better than it's been yet.
Well, mine sounds good too. So let's get this thing started.
Low veins like ace.
Welcome everybody to another Georgia Archery podcast.
Podcast number 7.
Yep, 7.
Rocking this thing out, man.
That's right. How was your weekend, bud?
Dude, it was good. It was wet.
Yes,
wet.
It was most definitely wet, but we had a good time too. It was. I'll give you a secret. I was watching Archery. The Paras finished their event live on YouTube while I was sitting in the car waiting on the event in Georgia to start.
Because it had been delayed because of the rain. Imagine that. But I guess in hindsight, we can't complain too much. Would we go like 5 weeks without a drop of rain?
Yeah,
and
we had a mini
like,
drought.
Then we got like a foot.
Yeah, in 2 minutes.
Dude, I mean, I know Saturday afternoon when it was raining here and it flooded the inside of the store, it was nuts.
Yeah, it was wet.
That was a lot of water that came down in a real short period of time.
Yeah, that's the problem. It was a short period of time. So, but other than that, what'd you do on Sunday?
Relaxed.
I saw a little picture of old man slinging a baseball bat.
Yeah. Nate's playing high school ball, playing on the summer ball team. And, I've been out of the gym for like 2 months. I had done, let me tell you about that. I did so good there from, the end of January through February and the first part of March.
Yep.
I'd lost almost 20 pounds.
That's right.
And then when I went to Texas and come back, and then we went to the ASA and come back, I didn't get back in the track or
didn't catch that groove.
Didn't get that groove. And I went on about, I hate to say it, but almost 2 months. And just couldn't find the motivation to go. Well, Nate, being on the high school summer ball team and making the varsity squad and all, he wanted to go, so we went. And John's taking a picture right now. I'm sure that might be Instagram material or something. But
new mic stands.
Yeah, dude, we're rocking it out like high-tech rednecks. But anyway, went to the gym, and then we left the gym, and we went over to the ball field for about 3 hours. Because that's one thing I can say about him is when he does it, it's all or none.
Yeah, he goes.
And I felt it. I'm still feeling it.
He's feeling it too, though.
He is. He's sore.
He told me.
He told me earlier he was sore. But it was good. And Monday, it was pretty outside.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm trying to remember, what did we do Monday? Or was it Monday that we went to the ball field? It was Monday.
Monday you did all that.
Yeah, it was Monday.
Sunday
See, I can't, dude, I worked so hard. I worked out so hard, I can't even remember what day of the week it is.
Sunday it was still raining.
Still flooding. That's what it was. Yeah, see, I'm a day late, $1 short.
Well, the picture that I'm posting has got a couple of mic stands that we did put in. So we got rid of the duct tape mic stand for Robbie. And I want to give a shout out to the gentleman who sent us a little donation, which helped out paying for some mic stands.
We sincerely appreciate that.
J.D. Morris.
Mr. Morris,
Yep.
We thank you, buddy.
So
we thank you.
That's we appreciate it because it helped. He got Robbie out of the duct tape. So I just want to put that out there to begin with. And,
So before we get going in this thing, dude, what did you do yesterday? Was there a Traeger grill fired up?
No, there actually wasn't. I did not.
I knew I never saw any pictures.
I did not cook. I did not even fire up the grill, the pellet grill, nor the regular grill. I didn't do diddly squat.
Was you still wet? And
I was trying to try out, but no, I actually, Saturday and Sunday, I was in one place. And so I knew that I was and it was calling for rain on Monday.
Yeah.
And, I just didn't,
just wasn't feeling.
Just wasn't feeling.
Needed a break.
That's right. I just
lounge around.
Yeah.
What you knew too, that coming in this morning early.
Oh yeah, I came in early
because you got a summer,
I had a summer
camp going on, starting today.
Explorer Archery Camp started there.
And you had a bunch to get going and get done on it.
Yep.
So
plus I wanted to hook up the mic stands.
I know, man, that's like Christmas.
Yep. So we wanted to make sure this was going to work this evening.
If you can hear us good, or if it's better than what it has been, hit the comment or the like button below, wherever it might be, and tell us what you're thinking, man. I've noticed that the Facebook page has continuously grown just a little bit by a little bit.
Got a little bit of Instagram growth.
Instagram is growing just a little bit. Website's getting a good amount of traffic. We're getting a lot of listens via the iTunes, the Spotify, and the Podbean. I don't know about Stitcher. I haven't looked at that one.
I have to look. I haven't looked that one. There's several. I mean,
Somebody come up to me the other day down in the store and said that we're on something else, and I had never even heard of it, and I don't remember what it is now.
Something in.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
How cool is that?
Yep. It just, it's rolling, so that's a good thing, right?
Yep. We got plenty of fine listeners out there.
Well, Saturday, since we've been telling everybody to get their bows going, y'all saw some bows on Saturday.
Dude, we was busy.
Well, that's a good thing because the rain came in. Nobody had nothing to do, so they came in and spent some money. But I was at the GAA State Joad. But let's talk about the other ones first. Disciple canceled their shoot because of the rain.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah, we don't need anybody getting struck by lightning.
And Rocky Creek also canceled due to rain. So that was the two Saturday shoots that was on for 3D.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we started at 8:30 that morning, shot 6 arrows, and that's the first practice round, and came off the field.
From lightning.
Yeah. And every 30 minutes, it was an extension.
Yeah, I know. You came back over here, man. You look like a wet dog.
Yeah, it was nasty wet. There's some pictures. I got some video. Probably you'll see that on the Week in Review YouTube video this week of the nice river that went across the on Saturday. So anyway, back and forth, 4 hours, I guess you would say. They said, hey, come back at 2.
So y'all did.
11:30-ish, hey, come back at 2. So, and it cleared up enough that at 2 o'clock, we got started. Now, a lot of folks didn't come back, and we got it to break down to everybody was on. We just ran an AB line.
So okay.
So we didn't have to speed it up. Got our 2 practices in because it'd been that long. So you got our 2 practices in. We shot 3 rounds for score. And guess what?
Boom.
Lightning.
The bottom fell out. We were like done. Okay. Well, it had fell out before that, but the lightning came. So it was done. And they said, all right, come back tomorrow and we'll see what we can do. So there we were. I come back to the store and the bottom fell out and we vacuumed all the water up. And so then on Sunday, we come back and it's gloomy, but it's not raining. Right.
So we're like, okay. And so they had decided over the evening that we would try to finish up the 72 arrow round instead of going straight to ORs, just to give the kids more time to shoot more arrows.
Right.
So we got our 2 practice rounds in, and we got 8 more rounds in, and that was it. Boom, lightning again. So we didn't finish 72 arrows. We got 66. So
that's close. You wasn't 6 off.
We missed 1 round in for finish the 72, and then they called it and they gave the awards off of the 66 arrows.
I got you. Okay.
So,
missed out on the elimination rounds.
Yeah, they didn't have the elimination rounds, and
well, I mean, you can't expect any more than that. I mean,
not with the weather the way it was.
No, you can't.
So, I mean, fun time had by all. I don't know, 48 maybe something plus archers, and so that ended up shooting that event.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it would have probably been more had the weekend's weather forecast not.
Yeah, I mean, there were probably
what it was being.
I don't know how many they had registered, but I know that probably 10 or 15 didn't show up to the first day, and 10 or 15 didn't come back.
Yeah, I can't say I blame them, man. That's stretching my level of commitment.
I understand that. So that was on Sunday when we finished up. And then, well, the only other 3D that was going on Sunday
was RBO.
RBO.
Yeah.
And he did it. He had his shoot, and they did it in between rain. And
45 shooters.
Yeah, ended up with about 45 shooters, and there were some decent scores laid down.
Yeah. Ken Wood got the what is it, known trophy?
The known 40 because it's ASA qualifier.
Yeah, that's right. So congrats to Ken Wood. Just a name that stuck out I remember seeing from the scores.
Yeah, and there were several that were there, and the scores wasn't bad, and I guess they got it in between the rain, and he was, thankful to have 45 because the way the rain was looking, it didn't look good. So I'm glad they could get that shoot off. Ogeechee Bowman down there in Savannah, we talked about it, the 14.
Mm-hmm.
They got the 28 targets up. They did not get the animal round in. Rain.
Imagine that.
So they ended up with about 10 shooters down there for that one because of the rain. I mean, that's what happens when it rains. I mean, we don't have a lot of participation in the wet. And I understand. I mean, it was not like it was sprinkling.
No.
It was some monsoon.
Monsooning.
But it wasn't hot.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't hot. I know yesterday the humidity was horrible. Sunday, I can't remember what I did Sunday. Apparently, it wasn't too terribly much. So,
well, I was standing on the field Sunday morning till about noon, and then we finished, and I went home and took off the wet clothes one more time and just relaxed a little bit Sunday afternoon, and then Monday I was like, nah, I ain't doing nothing. nah, I ain't doing nothing.
And I've been waterlogged, tired, wet. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I actually wanted to come in here, and set up these mics and get ready for the week, but I was like, nah, I ain't doing nothing. I honestly, I really didn't do nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Days like that is nice every now and then. I mean, we need to take advantage of every one of those days we can get.
We're fixing to have none off.
Because it's about to get crazy.
Yep. Speaking of that, hunting season's coming.
Yep.
So get your bows out. We had a little poll on Facebook. I think it closes tomorrow about what kind of bow you shoot. Mostly compounders.
Yep.
I put stick and string for a reason. Because if you shoot a recurve or you shoot a longbow or whatever, y'all all fit in the same category, right? The struggle stick.
The struggle stick.
Yep.
Well, and we still got a giveaway going on.
Yep, giveaway supposed to come out on the preview, and Thursday we will announce the giveaway. If you don't know, go back and listen.
Podcast number 4. I want to say it was.
Podcast number 4 is the one that talks about what we're doing. I can tell you that it has Instagram, so you need to go to Instagram.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
There's a few.
I know the last time I looked, there was a couple. Y'all bear with me. I'm pulling it up real fast. There it was, and then it went away.
Fast?
I'm trying to pull it up fast, but let's see.
Instagram.
There's about 12 comments on there.
There you go.
How about that?
12 comments. And there's some funny ones on there.
There's some good ones.
Yep. I like the double taping.
Big John makes hot rods milkshake run. I'll take 2. Team on point. A special stand for a special kind of guy. Dude, that's a guy after my own heart right there. Or a team on point. That's got to be Jake. That's a guy after my own heart. Jake, dude, I love you, man. I got 2 minutes before the duct tape gives way, and this thing is on the ground. That almost happened. Believe it or not, it almost happened.
No doubt. I didn't get a picture of the revamp, but, I think we're a whole lot better now.
Yeah, I think so. You did. You just took one a while ago.
No, that's the new one now. I'm talking about the one that after I had modified.
Redneck Stand 2.0.
2.0, yeah.
I got you.
So, and it worked.
It did.
Because that's what we did for the last podcast.
And this is working a whole lot better.
Yeah. I mean, kick back, relax, and talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some funny ones. Some 2 types of tape was used, custom setup. Stop by Ace for all your tape needs. Oh my goodness. So if you want to get in on this contest, go back and listen to podcast
number 4 to give you all the instructions.
All instructions
on what to do.
And then we're going to pick from some of these hilarious.
And what are we giving away?
Drop away rest.
Yeah.
True ball.
True glow.
True glow. So
drop away air rest.
Air rest.
Right-handed.
So right-handed. All you lefties, I'm sorry. Don't have.
We got what we got.
Got what we got, right?
But yeah. Somebody's going to win a drop away air rest.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna make something. They're gonna make us laugh to get it. That's the good part.
It's already got a good start. What do you got? Like 2 days left?
Yep.
Man, if y'all were listening to this one on Tuesday night or Wednesday or Thursday morning, you got to go back and listen to podcast number 4 and find out the instructions.
Yep.
And get in on the contest.
That's right. So. You've been keeping up with archery abroad?
A little bit. Not as much as probably could have or should have.
Well, our para men's team won the gold.
Yeah, I did see that.
And
I did see that.
That congratulations to those guys. They're awesome. They're great guys. I've met most of them, and they shoot well. Representing United States. And also, the World Cup started. I mean, half of those folks.
That's what we were just looking at a while ago.
Yeah, there were some
scores laid down.
I tell you, it was
Tanya Jansen and Braden. And then, what was it?
Hold on. Tanya Jansen, 708.
Out of 720.
Out of 720.
She dropped 12 tens out of 72 airs.
And she's in first right now.
Laying it down.
Good job. Braden was in the third with a 709.
So what's leading that one?
Kim Jong. I'm sorry. I'm going to murder it.
I ain't even trying.
714.
And then Mikey's at 712.
Mikey's at 712. Yep. So
wow.
That was the compound. And behind them was I ain't even whatever. Trying. Anyways, on the girls' side, compound 708. 707, 707, first, second, and third. So that's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the women's side, a recurve, new world record, 692. That struggle stick is rolling.
I couldn't shoot a 692 with my compound.
No. And then so that's pretty sweet. So and Brady, I think, qualified second with a 692, maybe. Maybe he shot the same. I can't remember right now. 695. That's what I think it was. I have to go look it up. I haven't looked it up. I've been, I sort of watch it in the feed as it goes by. And because archery is like an addiction. It doesn't matter if I'll watch somebody stick a pig, shoot a squirrel.
Oh yeah. Shoot a target. I get in trouble at home all the time about watching.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Bow junkie videos. I watch the same old bow junkie videos over and over and over. Because I like watching it.
Yep. So.
Well, to bring it back to the 3D, just a little bit here in the state of Georgia.
Yep.
The Shooter of the Year scores are updated for ASA. They're updated
for the state
and posted. Yeah.
Yep. You can find those on the GON. They are updated. So he said, sorry that it took so long, but he appreciates the help. I forgot who helped him put them up. But they're up, and you can see who's leading and who's not, because essentially you have one more this weekend qualification, and then you'll have the state. As far as I know, that's all there is. And
there's a couple of Ace Apaches that are.
Yeah, there's some.
I noticed Nate was 4 points out of first, sitting in second.
That's right.
Casey's, I think, leading. That class. There's some.
Yeah, there's some good scores, good up, and that kind of stuff. I think Alicia Beck is like, she's got it sewed up. As far as, the way it looks is because they have all the scores totals.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like 600 something. The next one's like 300. So she's got like 300.
She's been rolling with that hinge, man.
She's been doing real well. So
I know there for a little while she was a little upset. She was struggling.
Well, we go through, everybody goes through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's part of it.
We've all done it.
But Ken put that hinge in her hand, and it's like a totally different person shooting a bow.
Yeah. Well, that was we she came in and we talked, and she asked me well, I think I like this. I'm like, well, I tell you what I think. And then it took her a little bit, and talking between Ken and others to tell her, hey, this is what you really should do. And she did it, and it took her a minute. She likes it, and she's having fun.
Yep.
But
well, Thursday, or what's kind of the schedule going forward? Tomorrow is the video weekend review.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's the
game plan.
The video goes up.
And then Thursday, we'll do the weekend preview for this coming up weekend.
Yep.
Because we know we've got 2 big tournaments this weekend.
Yep. 2 major for especially for youth.
Yeah. The S3DA State 3D Championship will be held this weekend.
And that will conclude S3DA on the state level.
On the state level, yep.
So everybody shooter of the year, the whole 9 yards will happen.
I mean, last I seen there was 140 plus registers.
Yep. And it is Father's Day weekend, so all you fathers out there, celebrate with your kids if you're going to that event. And then, you can always get out and shoot 3D somewhere that's going on. I know, like I said, I think it's the last
qualifiers
on
Sunday for TGM. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Grandma. I think that's going to be the end of that. So, and that's
the following weekend's Kentucky. We got a lot coming up.
Yeah, I mean it's always something coming up. SoCal will be the same weekend as Kentucky. I tell you what's cool about Kentucky, and just so we're not talking about this is national, but that's also the U.S. Archery 3D World Cup World Championship qualifier. So they'll have that before Kentucky in a couple of days.
And I heard that Dalton was going to go after that again.
Yeah, he's on the list. There's a couple on the list.
You heard any more?
Big Cat. Steve Anderson.
Go now. Do they shoot that known or unknown? Yeah, you know where I'm going with that.
Oh yeah, it's you got to judge yardage.
Well, see, I listened to a podcast with Big Cat a couple of weeks back, and he was talking about Linda.
Yep.
She shoots the unknown.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't shoot the known class like he does.
Well, the women doesn't have a known class in the pro division to work on. So
right. So
if they ever made one,
what I'm getting at is maybe Linda can help Big Cat.
Help Steve, when you're listening,
learn how to judge yardage.
Well, I don't know if he doesn't know.
I'm sure he does. I mean, he's played in the
he's played the game before. It's not, but I mean, the list the list looks good. It looks better than it did 2 years ago.
So we're gonna have a stout team. It's like the dream team of the 95 basketball team.
I don't know. I mean,
96.
I hope so. Some of the guys from the recurve that did, they're going again, and the barebow guys, they're going. So there's a good little
Calvin.
Group. Yep. They're all going to try again. So I mean, that's going to look cool. We get to talk about that in a couple of weeks. And SoCal is actually the Youth World Trials for the Youth World Championship. So if you do well, you can transfer over and maybe make the world team in the youth division. So
the world team.
Yeah, world team. Both of these are world teams.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, I mean, that's world team for 3D, and then the same weekend if you're
the world
in SoCal to shoot outdoor world team. So
the highest of honors.
Most definitely. I mean, so those are things that are, fun to talk about, fun to watch. I mean, that's the cool part about it. So, I mean, archery is just fun no matter what, but I always, I'm a coach, but I'm not the spectator sport. It's not a spectator sport.
No.
And you might as well have a bow in your hand. I like it. I enjoy it. I'd rather, I enjoy shooting it. Don't get me wrong, but I do enjoy watching those kids and adults that I coach to achieve something.
Most definitely.
We on a side note, we took home 3 medals this weekend at the rain.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
There was 3 shooting, so three medals, 3 shooting. So
that's 100%.
That's 100%.
That's 100% average.
Yep. So I wish the batting average was that good sometimes for the Braves.
Word. The batting average has been fine.
They just need some pitchers.
We just need some consistent pitching.
I know.
I mean, but we'll leave.
Hey, guess what? That's what I did Monday. I watched the NASCAR race because they did race on
Sunday.
So
that would have been like right on the slip and slide.
So they raced on Monday, and I haven't watched NASCAR. I'm like, who's these drivers? I haven't watched NASCAR in forever, but it was something to watch, and it was something different, and I just had to relax and do. So I mean, sports is sports. I mean, I'm not a big basketball fan, but I flipped over and watched the last game, and it was
I hated to see what happened to Durant.
Well, I mean, if you play in the game long enough, something
Things
happens.
like that's going to happen, yeah.
We've talked about it before, right? As far as like, that dreaded TP word, target panic. We've talked about it before. If you play in the game long enough, it sneaks up on you. So,
you got any Tech Tip Tuesdays you want to throw in on this?
Tuesday.
I thought about one yesterday.
Oh, man, then got ahead of the time.
Getting in shape.
Oh, yes.
Getting in shape.
That's what, I tell you, who was it? I was watching something. I watched a video about, who was it?
I don't know, but when I was
it was talking about, that's exactly what it was talking about. It was working out and being better. Oh, it was Jack Wallace interview and listening to him.
So, yeah.
And so that sort of piqued the same thing,
I listened to that.
And
him and Sharon.
Yeah, and he was talking about, she loves to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, and he said he had lost a lot of weight and he felt weak. He said, you don't want to talk about like, I put on weight to feel strong again, but he started, building.
Yeah, he went on about a 6-week bender there where he was straight pumping.
And so, and that's what I was thinking is, you the good part about archery is you don't have to be 6'6".
That's right.
374-pound lineman to block. You don't have to be that guy.
That's right.
But, we always joke, I'm a big fella. This is my stabilizer, right? It squats me to the ground, lets me hold better. And then that's what Jack was saying. He got thinner and he felt like he didn't feel as sturdy. And it was just strange to me.
Yeah.
But I'm getting skinnier.
Yeah, you're gonna be Little John before long.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. The best part about it is I didn't get tired at ASA. I didn't sit on my stool a bunch. I used to be like exhausted and say, who's going to carry me off this range?
Right.
But I didn't have that. And, we had a good time and I feel like I can make it through a 3D range without being exhausted. I walk back and forth for this, that, and the other. And, all these different tournaments as a coach, walking from one end to the other end. I haven't been near as exhausted. So, I mean, yes, physically being in shape, round was a shape, right?
So I didn't see you going there, but yeah, round is a shape.
Round is a shape, and I've been that shape for a long time. I'm trying to get in better shape.
Well, you're looking good, man. Like I say, you're gonna be Little John if you don't.
I don't know. I'll always be Big John. I just won't be quite so big.
But yeah, getting in shape, man. I kind of when I was on the treadmill yesterday and was running, and I got about 2.3 miles in before I finally was like, all right, that's it. 2 months off.
That was enough.
That's enough. But it's 90 plus degrees in Georgia on opening weekend. Being in a little better shape wouldn't hurt nobody. And so it kind of dawned on me when I was there yesterday that's a good Tech Tip Tuesday.
Well, I'll tell you.
A simple one.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you're looking for exercises, I've seen several different posts and stuff, but Hoyt's got a breakdown on their page that they did several exercises pointed toward archery.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd have to go back and look it, but I do know that they've posted some videos, and so it talks about different exercises that are tuned for archery itself. So I mean, if you're out there looking, that's one place to look. There's several. You can do archery, exercises, and you can find them because it's not core. There's no doubt about Pilates and yoga. There's no doubt that it would help.
Pilates and yoga.
Yeah, because you're doing your core muscles. And yes, did you not see me do the push-ups the other day?
No.
I didn't do a lot of them, but I did them.
No, and I wish everybody out there could see my facial expression. No, I didn't see it, dude. I'm sorry. I'd love to say that I saw it.
Yeah.
And I was behind you rooting you on.
Well, you would have had to help pick me up after.
But I didn't see it.
But I did do it.
Well, that's good.
And I did those lunges. So,
Well, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Tech Tip Tuesday. Get in shape.
Get in shape.
It'll make you
Round is a shape. That's not the shape we're talking about.
It'll help you become a better bow hunter and a better target archer. Holding steadier. You can add more weight to the bow. The more you can hold, the steadier it'll be. I don't know. I'm not sold on that one just yet.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm not sold on that one just yet. I'm playing with the CT9, like my red one. My purple one is set up.
Oh, wait. The red one is you just put brand new
gas bow strings on.
I got you.
Just put them on. 2 shots in paper bullet hole with my PS 27s.
27?
27s.
Did you say 27?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build that one for go ahead and get it going for indoor. Since we don't have much outdoor target stuff left, my purple one's still smoking the 23s.
And I understand that. I mean,
so if I needed to shoot a 23 size arrow, then I can always drop back and shoot my purple one. But I kind of got them built 2 different ways. I'm doing a little playing.
I understand you got to test.
I got the V bars on the purple one, and it holds like a rock. And I'm running about 20 ounces on it between the 2 bars on the back and the 2 10-inch Conquest bars on the back, and then the 30-inch front bar was about 4 ounces. And then the red one, I've got 3 ounces out front and 16 out back. So it's considerably lighter. Overall, it's close to a pound lighter between the bracket and all the extra weights. I like the way the red one sits. It feels good.
Points good.
It points really well. There's just a little bit more pin float in it.
Oh.
And I'm going to continue to play and see if I can slow the pin float down with keeping the mast weight down as well. But I may not be able to get it like the purple one. So if I don't, then I'll just have to set it up like the purple one because it's flat smoking.
Well, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't ignore you. I'm actually trying to look up, so
you can read
where the World Cups. I mean, it's like I told you, that's what's going on right now. So I was just trying to figure out where our boys from, the red, white, and blue are finishing. So compound, like I said, Braden's qualified 3rd. Chris Shaft qualified 14th. James Lutz is 23rd.
He's had a good year this year.
He has.
Lutz has been putting up some pretty solid scores on a consistent basis.
Yep. So he shot a 354 to 349, so a 703 moved him all the way down 23rd. So they must have some great weather because the numbers are looking really hot.
We've had plenty of hot.
No, but I mean,
but we've had plenty of rain the last couple of days.
So, and I was trying to find like, in the compound women side,
we're flying by the seat of our pants.
Paige is, but that's what it is, right?
That's what it is.
Paige is qualified 20th. She shot a 696.
She's got that reckoning rolling.
And then Ruiz is 26th with a 695.
Nothing wrong with that one.
And then I'm missing Cassidy Cox. And she shot a 684. So she's
got a little room to make up.
Yep. But she's a 47th.
Now, will she make it 47th? Will she make the eliminations?
They cut it 64.
So she's in.
Yep, she's in. All of those are in. So the brackets are laid out. They're fixing to start. Let me do the recurve side because I did have somebody say, you forgot us. And I don't want to be forgetting y'all. So Brady Ellison, number 2, and it was a 695. And number 1 was a 696.
Who shot it?
Lee Woo Suk, whatever. I'm sorry. Korea.
We did not learn that language in my school.
No, me neither. So Jack, Jack Williams.
Mm-mm.
All right. So Jack, he's in 56th with a 664. And then Thomas Strandwood. Anyway, 62. Qualified 62. So
Not bad.
They cut the top 64.
So he's in.
So we're in. All of those are in, both sides. That's good. Team rounds, they're got some buys and some other stuff, so they'll be doing. The brackets are up, and we're not going to talk about who faces what yet because it'll happen, and that's cool. I mean, it's the recurver shot before, and now the compounder is shooting. It ain't Georgia archers, but it's the red, white, and blue, and we represent the United States.
Right. Well, I mean, it's on our sleeves.
Yep.
Now, where can someone go and find those if they're looking for the scores?
The scores are posted on IANSEO.net. And then you go into you'll see the different, that's all World Archery. I mean, you go to worldarchery.com or whatever it is, .org, and they'll be on there too. But this is the scoring app, and it has all the
live
scoring and it breaks down.
Speaking of live scoring, did you see the S3DA post yesterday?
Yeah. Did you see Kentucky had run it?
I had not.
Oh, yeah. So I actually looked it up. I went to the website and Kentucky ran it, and it has all the 3D.
How about that?
So you can 8, 7, 6. I mean, it's got all the 3D breakdown, not just, it's pretty cool. I thought it was neat.
Looking forward to that for next year.
Yeah. And anyway, yeah, they're using their own system. They had a guy program, I guess. They found a guy. It's actually, so they're building their own system for it.
Right.
And, it may be used, everybody knows now that U.S. Archery is using between ends. Mm-hmm. And now this one's called Bow Score.
I just seen, I think it was Denny's post or Jake shared it.
Yeah, but Bow Score, Archery Score, something. It's their webpage, and you can go to it. I clicked it. So they'll have their own little system, and that'll be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. This system has been around forever.
And a day.
Yeah, it's what they use at Vegas. It's the same system. Mm-hmm. World Archery's always used this system. It's been reliable, been there for a while. So ISONet, however you want to say it.
ISONet sounds good.
So,
well, we didn't run this thing on.
Yeah, I don't even looking.
Yeah, you're going to click back to the screen.
It's still running. Well, it is still running. Well, We ain't run out of stuff to talk about.
Hopefully we ain't put anybody to sleep.
Yeah, we ain't run out of stuff to talk about because we can talk forever. But we are trying to
continue to grow, man.
Yeah, and like I said, we want to make sure we put content out. We wanted to talk about different things. Talked about this, talked about that. Podcast is the new way. People like to ride around, listen to it at work. On the way to work, on the way home,
and the way home from work.
So we enjoy doing it. And we want to make sure we put out some content every week, not just one time. Like I said, we got a couple people on the docket to come on.
And we're gonna do some podcasting this weekend or get some.
We hope so. New equipment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, donations. My pocket gets weak on some of that stuff. So
yeah, understood.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna have some fun. The rain kept me from getting podcast information this past weekend. I took some pictures, but it was wet. And I didn't want to pull out a whole bunch of equipment to hope, we was already worried about getting electrocuted standing in this river that was running between the thing. Mm-hmm. And then to pull out some more electronics would just not have worked out.
Not a quality idea.
Well, I tell you what, I think that the GA did a good thing this weekend, trying their best to get it going. So, my hat's off to them because that was not an easy thing. You done paid for a place to shoot and time to shoot and all that stuff, and the rain. Nobody controls that.
No,
I mean,
nothing that could have been done about that one. And, my hat's off to them for even trying and not giving up on it and just canceling it.
Yeah, well, Anyway, anything you want us to talk about, you can find us. You can email
GeorgiaArchery@gmail.com.
There you go. You can always find us on the website.
GeorgiaArchery.com.
That's it.
Imagine that one.
Find us on Facebook.
at Georgia Archery.
Instagram.
Yeah, that same place, Georgia Archery.
Hey, Tweeter.
You can tweeter us at Georgia Archery.
There you go.
Tweeter.
Yep. And there is a Snapchat. It's not used much.
I don't know about that one,
but it's out there.
Yeah, I don't.
So you can send us a message any way you can. If not, you can always send Robbie a message. Everybody's, Robbie's the famous one. I'm just running things here. And you can send us a message if you find us, if you're friends with us, you can friend us on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. But
quick reminder, just coming. Is anybody doing the inputting their information for their respective club?
Yes, there is. I've actually had 2 or 3 that have to go in and add their pins in and update the website. So yes, if you want to add your club to the list, all you have to do is go to the georgiaarchery.com, go to where it says clubs, archery clubs, click the link, and then if you're not listed, fill out the form that's below. It's easy to do. I posted it to try to let people see it and do it, and we've had a few.
We're trying to make it a one-stop shop.
Yeah, we want to put all of that information in one place so that everybody can find what they're looking for. The calendar is slowly but surely updating, and the good part, not good part on the way, because hunting season's coming, and we'll all be sitting in the woods. We won't be at a club somewhere, and more of that information can get started and put in and cleared and be ready for next year.
Yep.
That's the plan.
You got to start somewhere, and we kind of got started with this deal a little late this year.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Somebody had been nudging somebody like, dude,
we're not,
dude, what do we do? We got to get this. But there's always a lot going on.
Yeah,
and you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and that's
we started off with a mic stand with some duct tape on it.
Yep.
We've got 2 boom stands now.
Yep, 2 mic stands
and a portable recorder.
Yep, so that we can do that on site.
How cool is that?
And we're working on the next piece is the headphone amp stuff.
Yep.
So
slowly building.
Yep. And now we can get it all done and go. Then we can bring it in, edit it, and push it out for everybody to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I guess that's probably going to pretty much wind this one up.
Yep. Sounds like a good one to me. Well, until next time, I'm Big John.
And I'm Robbie.
We'll see you.